happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Yeah. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? Hey, if this your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I like to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I still want to say welcome and give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always pulling up to Tim's Tidbit every single day with your boy and Spidey hanging out in the background. Y'all see Spidey hanging out in the background. I appreciate y'all for pulling up every single day with me. And this is the weekly wrap up for November 18th, 2022. Yeah. This is the weekly wrap up. This is Tim's Tidbit. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day. And I talk about the price action. I share it with you for the free 99 because I want you to see what a full-time trader would do in any situation. And let you know that you too can do all that and more. Hey man, I just do it because I like to do it. I love doing it. I like to talk about it, and I feel like, hey, why make people pay money for stuff that they can learn for free? I'm gonna be sitting here in front of the computer anyway. I might as well get on the internet and share my thoughts, if you will. Thank you. All I ask that you do is press the like button wherever it is on your screen. Please press it. Because they told me if you press the like button, that the algos think you like the video, then the algos will show the video to other people, then other people can get this information for the free 99. And they don't have to go spend money on courses anymore. Yeah. Oh, you know what I decided? I just saw something pop up from Robinson. Robinson, why did you just put in the Discord? See, this Robinson fault, y'all. Because I'm stopping and I'm checking the Discord to see what he just said in the Discord. What did you just say in the Discord? PSA for the Spider game. If you want to see multiple trade and view windows in one browser, you may want to check out. Oh, okay then. Okay, that he putting out something to the rest of the gang. Appreciate that, Robinson. You are good for something. Robinson just posted something in the Discord for the gang. I shouldn't have closed that. I'm gonna pop that back up and I'm gonna share it on the YouTube video. I'm gonna share it on the YouTube video too. While y'all read that, I ain't gonna read it for you. Y'all know my reading don't be reading sometime. Y'all read that right there. Right there. Can y'all see that? That seemed kind of my eyes back. Hit the wrong thing. Can you blow up? I can't blow it up. Hopefully y'all can see it. It's right there. I thought about something today, and what I'm gonna do, right? Why is this right here? Oh, that's when I was searching for his name. Get out of there. What I'm gonna do? I thought about this earlier today, and I ain't gonna promise I'm gonna go back that far, but I'm start going through anytime, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I say something of value in the live stream outside of regular price action stuff. If I like take a deep dive into something that somebody have a question about, or if I just take a deep dive into something, I'm gonna make that a little snippet. And then I'm going to add it to the YouTube page just as little gems, you know what I'm saying, stuff that I take a deep dive in. And I'm just going to put it on the YouTube page just so, like, if people don't make the live, or if they, you know what I'm saying, if I say something that I feel is really beneficial and people need to see it, it's going to be like little small snippets, little small chunks of information that I'm gonna start putting on the YouTube page. It ain't gonna be nothing separate from the live that y'all already seen, but I'm just like break it down for people who ain't got time to sit through no hour-long live, and people that just be wanting little gems. I'm gonna start trying to make it a way for people to have access to the information for the free 99. You know what I'm saying? And make it as convenient as possible. Let's see who in the chat. Who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? The chat looks slack tonight. I see more numbers than I see names. But that is, I see a little a connection thing. Can y'all still see me good? I saw a little connection thing up there. What's up here to learn share? Cool it now. Ooh, watch out. What's up, Cool It? The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. If anybody want to pull up and ask a question. I'm looking like I'm in slow motion. Am I? Is it tripping? I saw a connection thing for a second. Maybe because they got this new feature on StreamYard where you can, it's like they got like a recording feature where you can record the video if you have multiple people. And I went on and I enabled it, and now it seemed like it's acting weird. Cause say connection fairly good. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging in. I wonder if I can stop that. Cause it's trying to upload and record, and please ask guests to stay in studio until the recording is done. See, how do I? Let me see how I disable this, because I think it's messing with my oh man, I can't turn it off. I can't turn it off now that I'm live. I can't turn it off now that I'm live because I think it's messing with my what's the name? Because it keep glitching and it keep saying that my connection bad. But I think it's trying to do too much at one time. Like it's trying to stream and upload at the same time and record it at the same time. Why is it do? Because it recorded already, man. See, I done got all over the place, man. This thing got me upset right now. Anyway, the link in the chat. Buenos tardes, Angela. I mean, Valdez. Buenos tardes, Valdez. What's up, Audrey? Regina. You remind me of a West Side Story. What's up, SJ? The Discord full, SJ. It was only 100 people. It's full. What's going on, Robinson? Appreciate you for dropping that in the Discord. What's up, RM? Appreciate that. Here to learn and share. Appreciate that. What's up, Fario? What's up, Tucker? What's going on? What's up, KC? I'm your boogie man. No, what I am. Is that? No. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's KC. Yep. All right. You fine, Tim. We see you. Okay, then. I guess it's just looking crazy to me. I appreciate y'all for the feedback. Speaking of feedback, let's go to Al Gore's internet and give our feedback about this week. Screen shared. Okay. Let's go over here and holler at our homegirl. Y'all know who she is. We wrote a song about it. Want to hear? Here it go. Spotly, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. Spotly, how you doing? Let's see what Spotly did today. Let's get all this stuff off the screen. What she did this week, should I say? Let's get all this stuff off screen, and then we'll go over the price. Well, let's look at the price action quick, and then we'll talk about on Spotly. Oh man, I got to go look at Black Chicago Be Like Part 105 part. What part is this right here? Black Chicago Be Like Part 105. What is part 108? Get out of the way, thing. What is it doing? Part 11. Black Chicago Be Like Part 105, Part 11. Man, I got to go watch that. Spotly, where you at, baby? I don't need that one. Oh, I forgot about the yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, price action for today. As y'all see, in the beginning when we was on live together, this was like that drop down. That first hour we just drop, right? So we dropped. We opened up here at 9:30 at 39.90.25, right? We dropped. drop, 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 drop. Came down to this area right here, which eventually ended up being equilibrium on today's range. Right after we got there, we drop, 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 drop. Came back to yesterday's close and midnight, stopped right at midnight. And then we just kind of consolidated in this area right here, right around equilibrium for the week. Right, equilibrium for the week right there. This was the low, this was the high. Right, we consolidated there for equilibrium for the week. And then by the end of the day, we pushed back up and came into this 60-minute fair value gap in the morning time. What we made on that first drop, 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 push back up to that fair value gap. And then we sold off and closed the day out at 39.73.25. And after hours, that hour after the New York close, we came down and got below equilibrium on the day again, and then pushed back up relatively close to where we closed out at. Right, that's the price action in a broad stroke. Let's go down and peek at it on the 15-minute and see if there's any more detail we want to point out. Okay, so at the New York Open, like I say, this was that big long 15-minute candle we was talking about today. I'm like, man, we done did all this dropping right here. You know what I'm saying? This might just be the move. And this turned out to be the move. Like this part right here, this was real slow and dry. It ain't give, I ain't gonna hold you, it ain't give me no kind of setup. It ain't give me no setup like all morning long. All morning long. Right? Here go the 11 o'clock candle right here. That's when I get off right here. I get off right here. Looking from there to open in this area right here. As you can see, I have zero setup at all on the 15-minute, right? Because looking at the 15-minute for the way I typically trade, right, I would have either needed to come back up to this fair value gap up here. You know what I'm saying? I would have needed it to, it didn't give me nothing, right? Because all we did, we came down. Yeah, we came down here and we came back up to this order block over here, right? We came back up to this order block right there, but, right, we had this big fair value gap above it. So, and we right there at equilibrium. And y'all already know how I feel about going short or going long right at equilibrium. Me and equilibrium don't get along. Going short or going long at equilibrium is not good for moi. So it ain't give me no kind of setup today. Matter of fact, this whole week it's been big moves, but as far as the way I trade for like trading setups, been doo-doo. It ain't been giving me much of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Here and there might be a little something that poke his head up, but it ain't been like as big as the moves been. You know, I would have been happier with better setups for my personal trading style this whole week. So we consolidated here for from let's say 10:15 up into 12:15. So for 2 hours, we consolidated in this area right here. You know, right there testing this order block on the buy side of the market maker sell model right here, going up on the buy side. We got an order block here. We come over there to the other side, trade past the order block, boom, hit the order block, and then we just tested it, and eventually it sold off. Right here, if you was shorting off of this order block, off of this equilibrium, you would have had to sit in this trade for it when it came back to it. Let's say if you came back to it on this candle right here, if you came off the order block, this candle here, the 10:30 candle, right? Anytime before 10:30, you would have to sit in that trade from 10:30 all the way up into 12, a 2-hour trade to come down here to the low-hanging fruit, right? Because this on this candle right here, this is the low-hanging fruit at the time you entered, right? That's the low-hanging fruit. If you didn't enter until later around here sometime, this would have been the low-hanging fruit. But you know, so after seeing it chop right here, the longer you see stuff chop, the less likely you are to take it. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, man, as ICT say, man, that's a dog. You start looking at it like that's a dog. You go to second guessing everything when it take a long time to develop like that. That's why I be saying, like, if you sit down and you just watch price action, right, it's real easy to come back and Monday morning quarterback it and be like, oh yeah, it came back to this order block and it sold off. How did it feel sitting here for this 2 hours waiting on this trade to develop off of this order block right here, right? Because seeing price action come up, hold up, and then blast off down, and then blast back up again. You know what I'm saying? And then blast, you know what I'm saying? When on this blast back up, you're not thinking, oh, yeah, it's from the sell off right there. You thinking it and did what it had to do, it and ran sell side, and now it's taking off. Because it done gave you a breaking market structure to the upside right there, but it didn't close up there. So it came back, tapped it again, and it took off. You see what I'm saying? But it like when you Monday morning quarterbacking and looking back and like, oh, yeah, it just did this, it just did that, it did, that can be very misleading. That's why whenever I'm looking back at price, I try to be honest about it and look candle by candle and say, nah, little Timmy Rogers wouldn't have took that trade because it did this. You know what I'm saying? You can see what it did with the miracle of hindsight, but because it did this, I wouldn't have took that trade. I try to keep it hundo bundo. You know what I'm saying? Try to keep it hundo with you. I don't try to sit there and be like, make it seem like day trading or scalping is perfect and it's easy. You know what I'm saying? It take a lot of time sitting in front of them charts, reading that price action, and it take a lot of, you know what I'm saying, believing in your setup, and it take a lot of, you know what I'm saying, sticking to the script as far as your risk management, because you will take L's. You will take L's. And if you don't take them L's smartly, you're going down. So then we finally took out the overnight low, sell side liquidity. We tapped into it just a little bit. Didn't quite feel this 15-minute fair value gap right here. We did tap into this the top part of this order block here, from this red candle down to that red candle. We tapped into the top piece of it right there. Equilibrium on it would be down here. I heard my son screaming. Equilibrium would be somewhere down here, but we did tap into the order block. We did take out the sell side, and we did, you know what I'm saying, almost feel this fair value gap that we got into over here on this candle and that candle. You know what I'm saying? This fair value gap that had been getting worked over and over and over. And then we started to, you know what I'm saying, slowly make our ascent back up. We consolidated around equilibrium on the week for a little while. Just chop suey, nothing to write home to mom about, you know, around what's that price? Oh no, that's up here. Wait a minute. Yeah, that is. Let me check my other screen. Man, look at that, man. Look at that thing went right back over to our old buddy there. It came right. It was just chopping on the top, on the top side and the bottom side of our old buddy, that old volume imbalance. We went above it. We went above it. Then we sold off, right? After, like yesterday, remember yesterday was coming up, right? Oh, that's today. Is that today? No, that's today. This is yesterday right here. Yesterday we went above it, and then we sold off, and then we came back to it right there, right? And then overnight we consolidated on the bottom of it, took off, went above it, took out this buy side liquidity, set some equal highs right there on the 60-minute, right? Sold off, went below it, ran sell side, came back up and closed, boop, right on top of it, right there, right around our little buddy, old Mr. Volume Imbalance. I just noticed that when I was looking at the price. That is cool. That is too cool for school. Yeah, man, that's it. And once we closed out that we came close to closing that fair value gap. Boom, came right back to the breaking market structure right here at this bearish order block right here, right here, right here, right here. These three candles. I don't know what was going on with my mouse right then. From this candle right here up to that candle right there, you know what I'm saying? That's technically, unless you want to look at this side of it, but since we were going up here and then the move started to come down, we was getting lower and lower and lower on each candle. You know what I'm saying? That would technically be the high that we sold off from. So technically, this area right here would be the order block because we sold up to resistance, and then we start to sell down. Each candle was getting lower and lower and lower, started to sell down, and we had a big move. But this right here, this candle right here is what I would use as the bearish order block because it's the last candle, right? Even though it's not the high that hit resistance, this is the last up close candle. So that's the one I would use. And we just barely missed the wick, and we didn't touch the body, you know. So We got up there and then we sold back off. That's the price action recap for today. Now, let's go look at the overall price action for the week. I'm just looking at some other stuff real quick before we move on. Yeah. Pluki to Pookie. What did the week candle give us? A small red, almost a doji. Small little red candle, almost a doji. You know what I'm saying? We closed a little bit lower than we opened. Got a wick. The top wick is a tad bit longer than the bottom wick. Let me see exactly where the is it. Okay, equilibrium is right there. 31. Put that in there. 31, 39, 81, 75. 81, 75. 81, 75. All right. So that's equilibrium from this week right here. All right. Yeah. So I really was hoping that we would get down a little bit farther than this on the week. Let's go over to Spylean and look at all that. So on the week, oh, ain't nobody, I forgot, man. Ain't nobody been talking about how their week went. Did anybody put how their week went? Did anybody talk about how their week went? I ain't get a chance to talk about the week, but that we got the same little doji type candle on the weekly for Spylean. I was hoping we would have got like a little bit deeper into the price section on this, because remember we got these PDAs down here. We got a it's a full gap down there. Let's go to the daily. We got a is that on the, I think it might be on the ES with the full gap. So on the SPY with the full gap. So on the we came down, we still haven't tapped into this breaker. We came down to that 4-hour fair value gap and pushed back up. We still haven't tapped into this breaker. Looking at the daily candles, we have done nothing but consolidate. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice wick to the top. We got a nice wick to the bottom. But the only thing we've done is consolidated since last Friday. We Christmas tree traded, except for these 2 red days back to back. But it was green, red, green, red, red, green. We just Christmas tree traded all week. Green, red, red, green. Right? Up, down, down, up. Right? All week long, just a consolidated area. And the consolidation is where? Right there around our little friend, Mr. Volume Imbalance we was looking at. Right there around our little friend over here, Mr. Order Block on the other side of the market maker buy model, right? On the sell side of the market maker buy model, we're still hovering right there around Mr. Order Block right there. And then we came down to this area right here where we got another order block on that side of the sell model. We came down to it, kissed that side. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're just matching order block for order block right there on this side here. I was hoping we could slide down and get down here back toward equilibrium, fill in this daily fair value gap right here, you know, tap down into this breaker. That's what I was really hoping. Yesterday when we started to sell off, I was like, okay, I started getting excited because I was like, okay, we finna pull on down and get down here to this mitigation block down here, this order block down here. I was like, yeah, we about to go ahead and get that, but nope, we stayed here in this consolidation area. Said, get what you want, punk. I'm gonna stay in the consolidation area. All right, so that's what we did. Looking at the ES on the day, the SPY on the daily for the week, there's that full gap I was talking about. We got a full gap on the SPY. That's the way my trading view show it. You know, other platforms that show the candles for 24 hours a day on the SPY probably look just like the ES. More than likely they do. But it's in that same area where that mitigation block and that full breaker is right there in that fair value gap. We got a fair value gap in between the 9th and the 11th on the ES. We go to the 9th and the 11th right here. This is that big fair value gap right there on the ES. But if you look at the ES, right, it's here to here, and we don't have a full gap in between that fair value gap because the ES candles is showing the 23 hours a day, but these are only showing the New York session on the SPY. Just want to point that out. Now, the candles look a little bit different on the SPY because again, all of this activity yesterday on the SPY, it happened within this wick right here on the ES, right? On the ES, all of that SPY activity happened right here during this wick. That's why the body of the ES candles are all up here together. But when you look at the SPY, yesterday's candle is below these bodies right here because all this activity happened inside that wick of the ES candle. That's the wick on the ES candle. All right. So there's nothing more to see on the SPY outside of that because all we did was consolidate all week long. It was just a consolidation week. That's what I was talking about when the other day when I was talking about the risk to reward. I was like, you know, either the market can pull back and give us a, you know what I'm saying, a higher low to look at instead of this low down here, you know what I'm saying, trying to buy in from up here, risking to this low, didn't give a good reward up to this high right here, right? But if the market would have pulled back coming to this order block right here and give us a higher low, then the risk to reward would be to that low to that high. It would have been a better risk to reward. Or the market can just slide to the right, just keep consolidating, you know what I'm saying, and make people feel like, oh, this is an area of support now. I could just put my stop below this instead of putting my stop down there, because the longer we slide to the right, then everybody gonna start to believe in this as an area of support because it's sitting right on top of this area of previous resistance right here. Talk about retail support and resistance here. You know, it's sitting on top of this previous resistance, and now it's acting as support. And the longer we slide to the right, they're gonna start to say, okay, this is the area of support. So now I could put my stop loss here and start to buy it up, you know what I'm saying, to there. So now I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, a better risk to reward from here to there than from here to there. Right. So right now we just slide to the right. That's it, you know. But again, I would love to see us come down here, take care of this fair value gap between this candle and that candle, this full gap on the SPY. Got the breaker inside there with the right here. This candle right here is the breaker candle, right? It's a smaller candle on the SPY. I mean the mitigation block. I say mitigation. This is the mitigation block, right? It's a smaller candle on the SPY than it is on the ES, but that's the candle right there because that high failed to break that low, extend that out in time. Boop, that's your mitigation block right there. Come back down to that mitigation block, bounce off. That'll give us a closure of this fair value gap. That'll give us a higher low. That'll give us a nice place to and get back up here to where I got my eyeball at. Let's see if my eyeball over there. There's my eyeball. Right back up there where I got my eyeball at. Hit that, ping out, take off, get the eyeball. I think that's all I got for the price action. As y'all see, I have not updated my charts, done anything. I'm just gonna leave everything like that, and we'll update the charts together on Sunday. Let me go see what y'all talk about in the chat. Whoa, I see some dissertations in there. What in the haberdashery hemoglobin y'all talking about? Tim and gang, I'm looking to purchase 2 monitors in addition to my laptop for trading. What brand would you recommend? I got TVs back here. I ain't even got monitors. I got a Vizio. I got a I think that's a 42-inch Vizio and a 42-inch Hisense. I got 2 TVs back here. So I out of a long as you can plug it up and see it, have at it. What size are you looking at? I thought you was already in here, Michelle Tucker. What's up, the Russells? When y'all slid in the door. What's up, Kareem? 24 inches should be enough. Oh, y'all just talk about the monitors. Good week, 3 for 3 overnight. Price holds on SPY between 100 and 500 returns. Also, that's what's up. Y'all clap it up for Mr. London Trader himself. I see y'all already clapped it up. I'm sitting in cash. I missed move up. That's what's up. Cool it. Y'all already know how my week went. I was trying to take a day trade scalp and got stuck in the trade. Then the next day, I just throwed on some puts. Just, you know what I'm saying, arbitrarily did it because I was like, hey, either I'm gonna be make my money back that I'm getting busted in the head for, or I'm just gonna sit here and wait for it to drop like I feel it's gonna do. It did. So I'm looking at the price action today, how it ended. I was like, man, it's giving me, it's still looking heavy, man. It's still looking heavy. So I left my puts on. If if I'm wrong and it take off next week, the closer it get to break even, then I just call it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the closest I get to break even over everything from what I lost and, you know what I'm saying, eating into my profit, I'll just call it. But if it go ahead and pull back like it looked like it want to, then I just, you know what I'm saying, cash out. But I did take when was it? Yesterday. I took one day trade yesterday. So counting the trades that I got bust in the head with. That was 2 I got bust in the head with, and then I had one that I did a quick day trade scalp yesterday. So I'm 1 for 3 on the week because them 2 that I got bust in the head with, and then I didn't close the other puts. So I ain't counting it yet because it's still open. So I just count the stuff that I actually closed. So that's 1 for 3 on the week. 1 for 3 on the week. Still talk about the screen. If a good price is all, I will hit Best Buy open box section. All months are the same. That's what I said. If you could hook up, hey, look here. Who asked that question? Regina? Was that Regina that asked that question? Regina, if you got a TV that you just ain't using as a TV, like we got TVs in every room. The boys got TV, we got TV in our room, we got TV in the living room, right? If you got a TV that, you know what I'm saying, y'all ain't using, and it's got like an HDMI hookup on the back, just hook your TV up to your laptop. But you say you want 2? You say you want 2? You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't got to be fancy. You know what I'm saying? Get you something. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's do that. Let's go to Al Gore's internet. Y'all know I got to go to Walmeasy. Y'all know I got my wife work at Walmart and I got Walmart stock. Y'all know I got to go to Walmeasy first. Get out of the way. Computer monetize. Spell it, Tim. Computer monetize. Samsung 27-inch Samsung Curve for $149. 32-inch Samsung curve for 189. 27 inch. Samsung for 169. 34 inch. That's got that one right there. Look like it's the what is it, 26:9, like the stretched out ones, because that ratio look different than that one right there, and it costs more. So that's got to be the 26:9, I think they call it the 26:9 ratio, the ones that be stretched out over there. Let's see, 34 by 14. 34 by 14. Yeah, that's them stretched out ones. I can't remember how to do this. I used to know how to do it. I can't remember now. 41. I used to know how to do this to figure out the ratio. 238. It's the 238 ratio. I was saying 26:9. It's the 238 ratio to 1 or 239 or whatever that stretched out one. The one that give the widescreen look. It's like the widescreen look on the I thought it was 26:9. 26:9 ratio. That's what I thought it was. Anyway, they got see, it ain't got to be nothing fancy. Look at 22 inch for $79. You know what I'm saying? How big you said you wanted? 24 inches. Okay. Let's say size. Screen size. Say 24. Let's show anything bigger than 24. All right, anything bigger than 24 at Walmeasy. We saw the 27 at the top. All right. You want the fancy widescreen, 229. You want 4K? Did she say she want 4K? Did you say you want 4K? HD. Okay. 4K unnecessary. All right, then. Size. Speed. Resolution. Full HD. Right there. Boom. Okay, so these the full HDs. 24 and bigger. 27 inch. Curve for 149. Samsung. Right there. $150 was $189, now $149. So it's $150 right now. Normal price $190 for a Samsung 27 inch curve. That's the curve joint. Another curve one, 32 inch curve for $189. 27 inch curve for is that the same thing? Yes, that's the same one. Why you showing me the same thing twice? Regular VGA. That's a regular VGA hookup. 129, 130, normally 153 by HP. Right? There go your prices right there. LG 24 inch for 109, normally 199. Oh, it's something wrong with that. That's $100 off. Don't buy that one. Here go an off-brand curve. Skeptra. Skeptra. That's an off-brand curve for $110. You get your off-brand curve. Now the green and the red on your candles may not look right on this Skeptra. It might look skeptical, but you got your 24-inch curve for $110. You might have to change your colors on your candles to just black and white, because you put green and red. The colors might not be, it might come out fuchsia and teal. You know what I'm saying? Might come out fuchsia and teal. Yeah. I'm tired of looking at this now. But there go your price ranges. There go your stuff right there. There go some good stuff on what's name. What's up? My sweet in here. What's up, baby? We trying to help Regina find a monitor. She say she's trying to set it up. Say she gonna look for sales on Black Friday. I would get widescreen higher than HD, though my previous comments wouldn't post. Robson say he'll get a widescreen, the sleek dot joints higher than HD, so 4K. He's a gadget nerd. I see. Well, to make the counters look better, you can fit more stuff in the screen with the higher resolution. Hey man, that's all I got. That's all I got. Anybody got anything? Anybody got anything? Oh man, hey, I got to share this with y'all. Oh, I see my sweetie say she on the way. Bring it on home to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, what you say? What you say? Hey, look here. Look here, I got to share this with y'all. I'm looking for the picture to put in my Dropbox because I got to share this with y'all. I can't make this stuff up. This is only real life is this comical. Only real life is this comical. Whoa, the assignment. Whoa, the assignment. Okay. Right? Done. Save. Okay. Let's go over here to Dropbox. Right? Let's go over here to Dropbox, y'all. Let me share my screen. Let's go to Drop Bizzle. We're going to go to Dropbox, right? We're going to go over here, get off my screen, to Whoa, the assignment, right? Let me save this while I'm hit download. Now, let me come on full screen to give this story time, right? Well, I hate you. Hey, story time. So, Woody, aka Timothy Lee Rogers Jr., me and his teacher been back in email communication, right? Because he's not doing so well in geometry. So, you know, I'm asking the teacher, you know what I'm saying, what he need to do. So she say, you know what I'm saying, he need to, you know, come see me by. I say, look here, son. She emailing me, telling me you ain't passing. Tutoring ain't an option no more. It ain't optional no more. You know, because him and Kalendra was talking, you know what I'm saying, and he telling her, I don't want to do tutoring because it's extra work, right? So I like, your teacher telling me she want a parent-teacher conference, say you ain't passing. Tutoring ain't optional no more. Okay, yes, sir, okay. You know what I'm saying? Mumble, right? So then I emailed the teacher. The teacher emailed me back. I say, look, I'm available anytime. You tell me and I'll be there. Right? She like, okay, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? He need to come by my office. These my office hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can work on all the stuff. His main problem is missing assignments. He can work on the stuff over the break. You know what I'm saying? And when we come back from break, he need to come to my office. You know what I'm saying? Because when they come back from break, he only got a couple days to get everything done when they come back from break, right? So then I'm like, okay, boom. I go out there, look to see what he missing, right? While I'm looking to see what he missing in geometry, I see he getting all kind of skibbity paps in literature. I'm like, Jesus, give me strength. All right. I'm like, son, what is the issue? What is the problem? You know what I'm saying? So me and him, we sitting there today because when I'm going to pick him up, he like, Dad, did you see me? He called me. Dad, did you see my text? I said, no, I didn't see your text. I texted you a couple hours ago asking, can I stay after school? Because JV got a basketball game. Right. I was like, son, I'm already on my way there. Right. I was like, we'll see. I'll say, depending on how this conversation go when we get there about these grades. Right. So I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there. We sitting in the car talking about the grades. He like, I did that. I did this. I did that already. Because whenever I started getting involved, he started getting motivated. And all of a sudden, stuff started getting turned in. You know what I'm saying? I start seeing stuff pop up, turned in, but late. When the stuff get turned in late, he can only get 70%. Even if he get 100, he can only get 70%. Right? So I'm sitting there talking to him. He was like, well, I turned that one in, but that's when the Dropbox wasn't working. So we turned it in physically. I said, well, son, just resubmit it. If you are, just resubmit it, son. But I can't. I say, son, look here, man. I know how it go. You said you submitted it. The Dropbox wasn't working. So that means you got a picture of it, right? Oh, yeah, I do. I said, so where's the picture? Oh, it's in my phone. Okay, so son, just resubmit. Matter of fact, airdrop me the picture. I'm emailing the teacher now. I'll send the picture on the thing, say, hey, this the one that he turned in physically. You know what I'm saying? And then the stuff that she reopened, you got to have it done tomorrow before noon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I say, son, that's not even an assignment, man. Then he'll like, oh, I sent you the wrong one. I can't find it. What you mean you can't find it? You just said it was in your phone. Oh, does that say 18? Yeah, I got it right here. I'm finna airdrop it to you now. Hence where we are now. Let's go to the screen. So now, right? Let me open up the file I just downloaded. Downloads. Word assignment. Double click. Now, to the untrained eye, right? To the untrained eye, everybody out there in internet land right now, y'all saying, Tim, why did you hit the roof when you saw this? Because you don't have a trained eye. You don't have a trained eye like me. They get a chance to submit that. Like if they do paperwork, the teachers take everything online now. The teachers don't take paper in their hand no more. So they got to sit there and write it on paper. Then they got to take a picture of it. And then they got to submit it via Canvas or whatever the portal is that they do, right? So everybody's, looking at this like, Tim, why would you hit the roof when you see this? That's his assignment. It says right there, paper homework 18, 1 through 10, right? That's the assignment that she said was missing. He has it here. Proof that he did it. You have an untrained eye. Let's go to clue number 1. Clue number 1. That is not the calculator that me and my wife bought him. Clue number 1. I didn't notice that at first. Let's go to clue number 2. This is what I saw first. He does not own any white ones. All he got is Dunks and Jordan 1. The Jordan 1, he don't have any Air Force 1s. He just have Dunks, Jordan 1s, retros, and Vans. Those, he don't own any white ones. So when I look at the picture, I said, Timothy, who feeding this picture? Oh, that's probably Darion or whatever he said. Right? And so upon noticing the ones that he don't own, I said, wait a minute, that's not even your calculator. Who calculator is that? Right? I said, who? I say, son. And then I noticed there's no freaking name on the paper. It's whited out. I said, man, y'all tripping. Y'all trying to run game and y'all sharing work. Y'all getting one person to do the work. Y'all passing the picture around. You're whiting out the name and you're using the computer because on the computer, you got to sign your name on the computer and you're just pasting your name in. But you're so dumb that you done whited out the actual line of the paper. I said, y'all trying to run game. and you so dumb, you don't even know to crop out the picture so that your dad won't notice that them ain't your feet. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Look here, man. I'm 50 years old. I done been around, I done rotated around this sun a whole lot of times. I done seen it all when it come to getting over in school. It ain't nothing you can do that me and my homeboys ain't did. Just because y'all submitting it through the internet, we done did all this. We done did all this. You know how many doggone tests we done passed around? He's just a dude who damn. You feel me? I try to tell him, man, I done seen it all, man. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, man. You from Columbus, Georgia. I don't know how they get down to Columbus, Georgia, but I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, man. You can't pull the woolly cloth over my eyes, man. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I said, Timothy, I said, Thompson, I took that picture. I said, boy, don't you play with me. I said, Thompson, that's just a chair. I know what it is. That's a desk, that's a chair, and those are feet. If you took that picture, your feet would be in the picture. Hey man, I just want to share that with y'all, man. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this stuff up, man. I was 15 before 2. I was 15 before 2. I know how the game go. I know how the game get played. Hey man, hey, look here. Y'all know how I like to do it, man. Don't put off tomorrow what you can say today. Call your parents, call your adult kids. Anybody that's still here that you love, let them know that you love them today. Ain't nobody promised tomorrow. All right? Hug your spouse, kiss your spouse, say, baby, I love you. Hug your kids at home, even the ones that try to hit you with the 52 fake out, with the fake work that they submit into their teachers. Now I know why he fell it, because they trying to submit work for each other and the teachers ain't great and none of it. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. I appreciate y'all for listening to me rant. I appreciate y'all for putting up with antics. Man, shout out to everybody that be in here, everybody that be pulling up. Here to learn and share, always here. Father Legends always here. Robinson always here. Coolin always here. Regina always here. Angela always here. Valdez always here. Who else? Michelle Tucker. I can't forget you. Who else be in here? Coolin always be in here. You know what I'm saying? Regina, Kareem, the Russells. Everybody that be up here, you know, KC. You know what I'm saying? SJ. Yeah, I be seeing you. You don't be in here that much, but you be in here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, man, if you pull up every single day, I appreciate you. Even the ones back. Wait, Robinson. Even you way back there in the back that don't like to talk and don't like to say nothing. I see you too, and I appreciate you, man. Until Sunday, man. Y'all pull up Sunday at 3:00. We gonna do the weekend chart prep or whatever we call it. Appreciate it, man. Y'all go spend some time with your family. Gone.